And welcome back to the basement, boys.
Yay!
So happy.
I don't know. Broovies looks weird.
GeekShowPodcast.com, and welcome to it. Let me just quickly thank our sponsors, and we'll get, because we've got a lot of stuff to cover today. Lots of stuff.
Tons.
So, GeekShowPodcast.com. We want to thank PC Laptops. Go in and say hi to Dan Young or Tony.
Double
Talk
D.
Tony, who will help you out. Dan can fix any brand of PC. He's got lifetime desktop parts and labor warranty, Lee George Cade.
Yes.
Just FYI.
And Dan Young is a heavy-duty proponent of the cloud drive, so we'll talk about that
We're
later.
gonna explain the cloud drive to us
Cloud
Sounds
technology.
good.
dumb people.
Come buy a computer from me.
Yes, PCLaptops.com. Dr. Volt's Comic Connection, 2043 East, 3300 South, a successful free comic book day. I understand setting records across the nation
Yeah.
for free comic book day.
Yeah, they gave away more comic books than ever.
Yeah. SecretCompassCollectibles.com, where you can get things like the Chalice of Kali replica to drink your apparently full throttle energy drink out of. There you go. NADWCon.org for the North American Discworld Convention,
I can go on that shits.
July 8th through the 11th in Madison, Wisconsin.
Wow.
NADW.
See me, I'll have a booth.
It's many days.
Newmont University, over 100,000 new jobs opening in the digital sciences every year. Go to newmont.edu. Hi, everyone.
They invited us to the Grimley's to the Discworld convention.
Oh, they did?
We just couldn't do that many Death and Rincewind plushies. It's like, wow.
All right, let's meet the panel.
We can tell we're in the basement and not in Broovies because there's more alcohol here.
Yes. All right, let's meet the panel. Over here, Married at the Movies, the big movie mouth-off cable TV sensation in HD.
Yay.
I know.
I've been using an exfoliant.
That's good.
We scrub them down before.
Jeff Weiss, film critic to the world at Parallel Universe,
Jealous.
MSN.
Oh, my
And the funniest thing happened. I hate DC, but I was called to be a Green Lantern. See my pinky ring?
What about
I would
See my
ask for
pinky
the
ring?
bigger mask.
My ring doesn't glow. I wish my ring glowed.
I think
Your mic is too loud and his isn't loud enough, so watch the levels for a
I
bit
think
here.
the past tense to is glue.
Anyway, yeah.
All right, we got Jimmy Martin, slugmac.com, and of course the big movie mouth-off.
Howdy do.
Slug.
Lee George Cade,
Hi, Grimleys.com.
Slug.
I liked it when you called me Toy Maker to the King.
Toy Maker to the King.
I'm putting that on my card.
I like that. Shannon Barneson, also known as Mr. B,
Participant.
participant. Mr. P.
I
And,
think Shannon and I are going to fight, and I didn't even want to, but it's
and,
okay.
and Poetic
We're going
P.
to fight.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
Poetic P, otherwise known as Scott Pierce.
Follow me on Twitter at Scott D. Pierce, so that my ex-wife isn't the only one who is. Ugh.
See, I didn't even know you were on. I will.
I'm following Scott.
sltrib.com, sltrib.com/blog/TV.
You can find him at Jolly Frown on Twitter.
Scott will insult you on Twitter.
I read Scott.
Repeatedly. Oh,
Yes.
he's
Only you. That's not necessarily
It's
true. I have other friends.
Scott Pierce's handle on theirs is I Heart Thistles.
That's right. That disembodied voice you hear behind the camera is Bryan Young, Swankmatron at BigShinyRobot.com.
And,
Who we're going to talk about the new Star Tours ride. And
I'm so excited.
I've got spoilers. I'm going to tell you what you're going to see on the Star Tours ride coming up.
Robots and shit.
And of course, there will be robots and shit.
Mark Hamill's working there.
so there's going to be some bad
Taking
computer.
tickets.
Saying,
Tall
get
Tony.
off my lawn, you kids.
Too Tall Tony, producer and designated driver for.
I got a trick or treat.
Wait. I saw that.
What?
What did I do?
You did a Isaac, your bartender look at the camera.
Hey,
Did you? Did you give one of these?
Yeah, you said
somebody's-
his name, and he turns at the camera and goes like this.
somebody's got to look at that goddamn camera.
One of you.
Kerry Jackson, our host.
Oh, hi.
Yay!
Kerry Jackson.
Before we get started, there's a lot of things we got to talk
There's
about.
so
First
much.
of all, of course, a lot of things happening in the world.
Right.
Osama bin Laden.
Tornadoes.
Bin Laden specifically. They did you hear they found porn
Yeah.
Yes.
in his house?
I hope they release it in a big Bin Laden porn pack.
Was it porn starring Bin Laden?
I happen to know the movies that they found.
What?
I got a list because I'm in the media.
Well, obviously Nayland Palin's on there.
Nayland Palin actually is one of them.
Really?
But here's the list of porn found in Bin Laden's
That's
house.
not a list.
Temple of Poon.
That's an itinerary.
That's quite a bit.
That is a tour.
Tell me I cream of genies on there.
Let me add those.
Camel toe.
You are ruining so many shows for me.
about,
ever
Edward-
since I saw the Sopranos, it's really ruined the Sopranos
How
for
about
me.
Edward Dildo Hands? Is
I
that
own
there?
Not
I
in
Queen
there.
of Genie if you want to borrow it.
Oh,
I really
thanks.
do own
Loan
it.
it to him. Here's the list
No.
of porn that they found in his house.
2 fucks for Sister Sarah?
Debbie Does Damascus. Al Jazeera.
Yeah.
Jizz.
The Cave Sluts of Waziristan.
I have no idea how I'm going to make this play for TV.
Well, you probably won't.
I'll do interpretive dance.
The Abbottabad Bad Girls.
Abbottabad.
Here's my favorite one. It's called Fucking America.
No. Are these... Because I know this one you're about to read is actually a real movie.
Weapons of Mass Destruction.
Weapons of Mass Destruction is real, so that must mean all the others are real.
They
They're
must
all
be.
real.
Of course they're real.
I walk around
Because
regularly.
Weapons of Mass Destruction, that's one where the
Was it?
girl, she's being held hostage, she's a reporter, and then she decides that she has to gratify her liberators.
Lee, it must be real because I got it off the Twitter. So,
Oh, well, you know, Scott Pierce is there, so it's got to be real.
I never leave the house without a weapon of ass destruction, if you know what I mean.
2 kebabs, 1 Kabul. Jizbullah.
Ooh, that's my favorite.
Sects in the city. That's kind of a subtle one for you.
Oh, dude.
Bethlehemen.
It's so sad.
Bunker Busters.
Bunker Busters, okay.
Here's one. Tora Boner. No?
I like this one a lot.
Suicide Blondes.
Suicide Blondes, get it? I got one strapped to my waist right now.
This is a good one. You Mecca Me Horny.
Oh my God. Boy, they're gonna kill us. That's it.
Talabondage.
The bad guys.
Is the next one. Barely Sharia legal. Jism Jihad.
Yeah! Watch out! I declared a Jism Jihad!
Got yourself a cum bomb.
Spluja Hajin. Hadines. Spluja Hadin.
terrorists.
And Afghanistan.
Afghanistan!
There it is.
Very nice.
If
And we're lucky we got through that with all the important stuff we have in today's show.
if Paul Schaefer were here, he'd go.
You are correct, sir.
So
And then he'd sing a song with 3 fucking words in it.
those are the movies.
Movies time!
My guess is that segment won't be on Comcast.
Probably not. Okay,
Probably
now
not.
we can start.
Sorry, Comcast. Hey, welcome, Comcast.
Anytime we have a segment that Comcast can't do, can we have a video of 2 monkeys doing it?
I think that's great.
Since
Great idea.
Since I've taken over doing this, that's the first one. I think I just don't think I can do it.
I'm sorry.
So monkeys doing it.
I don't
Yeah.
blame you.
Okay.
We'll find some monkeys.
But
doing
I
it.
feel it was Comcastic.
You know what you should do? You should just play over that circus music over the top of our
The Benny Hill music. Oh,
well, wackety,
Are you
wackety
saying our segment about the porn won't air on Comcast?
on Comcast Channel 1, Utah On Demand, Salt Lake City Alternative. Are we on YouTube still? Are we at all?
Yeah,
Either
yeah.
of you guys? Okay. All right. Just wanted to check. And Facebook and Twitter. All right. Thor, which I know everybody wants to talk about Thor.
Except I still haven't seen it.
Oh,
Tough shit.
Sorry.
sorry.
I actually, I saw it with civilians. I paid for it and went and saw it with civilians.
Good
not
for
with
you.
not with actual like media types like us.
Well, actually, he was sitting right behind me.
That's true.
So not with actual media types. Sorry.
You're not on Twitter right now.
You
Scott.
can't just-
Guess what else is getting edited out of Comcast?
Just Scott Pierce. I'm going to replace Scott's face with a standee of Eeyore.
It's going to replace Scott Pierce with a floating head of Pauly
You
Shore.
know, the spit take there.
So I know Jeff gave it 3.5 stars.
That's like a 6 stars.
Jimmy gave it 3 stars.
3 stars.
Lee,
What the
I
hell's
think-
wrong with you?
I didn't like it as much. Apparently, you dumbass. I'm just kidding.
Well, which one of you is right?
Kind of rude.
Which one of you is right?
I gave
I
it.
am.
It was
I gave
it was
it-
number 1 at the box office, so of course I'm right.
2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah.
2 weeks in a row.
So was Kangaroo Jack for 2 weeks. That doesn't mean shit.
I gave it 4 out of 4 paintbrushes.
It's kids. You liked it, you just didn't like it as much as
I know.
Jeff.
That's what we call
3.5.
I'm just trying to make you fight.
He's a prick.
I know Lee George Cade.
I loved it. My wife liked it more than me.
And family loved it.
She likes it more than she likes you?
No, yeah, there's that. Well, no, I mean this is a movie to take the little woman to. because there's a lot of eye candy going on there.
Well, yeah, that
There
Chris,
certainly is.
that Chris
Yeah.
Hemsworth is,
He's easy on the eyes.
He's hunky.
and he shaved his chest for the movie, didn't he?
Sure did.
It's not very
I
Viking.
thought
He put some cocoa butter on it. It was nice.
I wish that guy would have worked out for the movie.
Yeah.
He's so out of
You
shape.
could have hit the
And-
gym, fatty.
I also reviewed Sci-Fi's The Mighty Thor, and the Marvel version is definitely the better movie.
Is it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
good.
Richard Grieco's Loki is not very convincing.
Not according to Roger Ebert.
Yeah.
He's got better eyeliner.
And I have a feeling that Shannon liked it
I loved it. It's my favorite Marvel movie.
I'm shocked by that.
It was marvelous.
more than
Spider-Man
Iron
2.
Man,
Yep.
More than Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man's,
Yep.
Really?
the
Crazy,
Hulks?
man.
Even that last good Hulk.
It's my second.
Really?
It's my second favorite of the Marvel movies.
But Thor isn't like a character that you're really.
Actually, I do. I've always liked Thor a lot,
Oh, okay.
but I just thought it was so well done. I just really liked it.
He thinks Chris Hemsworth is dreamy.
Well, he is.
No, I
the
just.
way
I mean,
he
okay,
does
here's the deal. Here's why I liked it. I thought.
'Kay.
First of all, I was like, how the hell are they going to pull it off in this universe? You know, that was like the big question. And I really liked how they said, well, he's not really a god. Maybe they're just like advanced beings. Not, spoiler alert.
And see, that was a big complaint that I got is that what are they trying to say? He's not a god. He's not a Norse god.
Yeah.
Well, still, he kind of is.
Well, he is what he isn't. You know,
He's what the Norsemen worshipped as a god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is an alien, but he is what the Norsemen worshipped as a god.
See, and I was also worried that it was just going to be him walking around in a T-shirt.
Yeah, because that's
For
all they
2
showed
hours?
in the previews.
Yeah.
And I thought they perfectly balanced Asgard and
I was surprised.
Earth?
I was surprised that they spent so much time in Asgard.
see, I made me happy. I thought the casting was great. Like everybody was just good in it. I loved the Warriors 3. And the other thing about it is I just thought Kenneth Branagh was a good director, and like the parts where people were just talking, it was good. The acting was good. I mean, I was just like,
Heimdall, who would have been such a throwaway character, was such a badass.
oh, he's
Yeah.
a total badass.
And then you get the
Even though he's black.
the two words that what made the movie so kick-ass to me, wormhole cannon. Seriously, that's one thing I was.
Is
how
that
they
one
get-
of those movies we were talking about
It's
earlier?
wormhole cannon.
Oh,
No, but
write
I-
that down.
Again, another
That's a
spoiler alert.
That's a sperm hole cannon.
Another spoiler alert, but when they actually explain the science behind the Rainbow Bridge, that it's just this gigantic wormhole cannon.
But it was cool. Like it was tough as hell in some parts, right? I mean, Thor was a fucking badass.
Yeah, he was.
Right.
And they were
Kicking the
laughing.
shit-
And they're laughing while they're getting their asses kicked.
Yeah,
You know.
kicking the shit out of those big monsters and flying through their fucking heads and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, fucking yes, right? But then it was also kind of sweet and warm.
It was funny in the
I don't
right
know.
places.
And Natalie Portman fucking makes my pants move. There was so much.
No. You know who makes my pants move? Sif makes my pants move.
Oh,
Yeah, she's hot.
now that's a letter that we got.
And
Sif?
the goddamn the cameo from best cameo.
From Stan Lee.
No, no.
I didn't mind the Stanley
No,
cameo.
Hawkeye.
Jeremy
Hawkeye.
Renner.
And considering,
Well, how
considering
about
that wasn't even put in until after the movie was done.
Yeah.
That was just part of the. Let's get Hawkeye in there. I mean, and never once.
really?
You watch the movie again. Never once is he interacting with anybody.
By
That's
himself.
true. It's all over him.
Yeah,
by
he's
himself.
like, I'm up in the cherry picker.
Yep.
Should I take the shot?
Yeah.
they did a reshoot for it. By the way, speaking of cameos, did you catch Joe Straczynski?
Yes.
No.
He's the first guy that tries to lift the hammer.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and then brings in Stan Lee to pull the stuff up.
Yeah. And that shit was funny.
And by the way, if you really like the movie, then thank Joe Straczynski, because apparently this is entirely his plot.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, good.
He really wrote Thor.
We're
did a
very
good job.
close.
Are you?
Yes,
Scott, he is. Scott was in one of Joe Straczynski's shows.
that's true.
They're on Babylon 5 or
I
something?
interviewed him. No, I was in Crusade.
Why don't you get him on our show? Why don't you get him here?
Because we're not really very close, but he was nice to me.
Oh,
He
okay.
follows him on Twitter.
I have one thing that I did not like about the movie.
Shut up.
What?
The very, very end after
off
the
his mic.
credits. I didn't like that.
I thought it was very
It's just
slapped
that
together.
a spoiler.
The tag scene.
Yeah.
We need to explain it. I've got nothing but, hey, what was that? What's going
See,
on?
Well,
I think I know
and-
exactly what it was, and I hate that.
And they could have explained it with a line of throwaway dialogue, especially in the trophy room scene, which I loved it, and I giggled because I caught things like the Infinity Gauntlet. And,
What? Where was that?
That's what he said, too.
Yeah.
I have the list
On,
of all.
on Asgard?
Yeah, the list of the shits.
And Doctor Strange's Eye of Agamotto.
What?
I saw that.
I have
Looked
the.
like Sauron.
I have the.
And I told you, I'm going to go see this
was
again
in
in
the
the theater.
trophy room.
Because
In the Asgard
Yeah,
trophy
just
room?
panned
Yes,
by it
they
slowly.
they walk by.
No
him.
shit.
fuck it, let's stop recording right now. Let's go see it again right now.
By the way, I have a question to ask. Did you see it in 2D or 3D, Shannon?
I do not see 3D movies.
Good for you.
I saw it in 3D, and I'm hearing that 2D was still the way to go, even though the 3D on this was pretty kick-ass.
It was converted 3D, and that's one of my problems with Thor. Actually, is because the colors are so, especially on the Rainbow Bridge, to me are really muted because of the fucking 3D.
I didn't even notice that it had a rainbow spectrum to it.
But in
Yes.
3D,
Oh, you did?
It ruins
In
it.
2D it does?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it totally
Because I was
does.
trying to figure out why they're calling it a rainbow bridge. Because I remember in the commercials
see
it's a
it.
rainbow
Well,
bridge.
that's the thing, too, is it just looked, the movie looked beautiful. I mean, and
Okay, I need to go see it. in 2D
Asgard,
now.
I mean, I just loved it. I thought it was so good.
in 3D, Chris Hemsworth's chest was even bigger.
Was it?
It was like Rob Liefeld.
Here
It was almost as big as Kat Dennings.
No,
Here-
no, it's like Victor Mature.
Here is everything that is in the Odin's
Throne room.
vault.
Okay.
That you will find that is Marvel Comics spoilery kind of related.
Okay.
And you can find it in the movie concept art book. And then there's pictures
Right.
of all of it. So if you're a real Thor geek. Let's see. It says here the Casket of Ancient Winters.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's the frost.
That's the thing,
that's
right?
that's the frost giant's weapon.
Oh, okay. That's what that is.
Yeah.
All right. The Eternal Flame, which is
Big eternal flame.
That's where Susanna Hoff's career went.
the mystical flame that cannot be extinguished. It was stolen from Surtur by Odin, Vili, and Vibornson at the dawn of time, so that Surtur could not light his sword and bring about Ragnarok.
Which you should check out Walt Simonson's. I think it's volume 2.
Yeah!
Or it's all in the omnibus of Walt Simonson stuff. That stuff is awesome.
This is kind of making me want to see it less.
Okay. Anyway.
The Infinity Gauntlet,
Yep.
of course, designed to hold 6 of the Soul Gems, better known as the Infinity Gems.
Yeah!
When used in combination, their already impressive powers make the wearer invincible.
Which we saw in Lockjaw and the Pet Avengers.
Sure.
Yes. Of course.
The Warlock's Eye. The Warlock's Eye, a powerful mystical weapon used unsuccessfully against Odin and Thor during an invasion of Asgard. I don't know much about that. The Twilight Sword,
Is it sparkly?
created by Surtur using the energy of the exploding home galaxy of the Corbinites.
It's only sparkling in the sunlight.
It was intended to set the universe afire. Later used as a power source by Loki and Morgan Le Fay.
And
So
it
it's
can also cut through teenage angst.
So
really easily.
it's a musical by Andrew Lloyd Webber.
The Orb of Agamotto, which is of course Doctor Strange's
It's the thing that holds his.
It's Doctor Strange's what?
his thing.
It's the thing that holds his cape on.
His medallion.
Oh, it says ball there, so I thought that's what.
It's his it's his magic
It's his
bling.
balls.
Yeah, and the Tablet of Life and Time.
Oh,
I'm saying these to see if Jeff grabs and knows any of these.
Yes.
yeah,
I
well,
do.
we know all of them.
Yeah. Duh. I'm a Marvel dork.
Well, of course you are.
He owns all of them.
On the tablet,
They're in my bathroom.
on the tablet is a formula for the so-called Lifeline formula, which could rejuvenate, heal, and grant its user a chance to reach the full evolutionary potential of its race.
What about the Bathman of Abin Sur? Is that in there?
Wasn't
anywhere?
that
Well, and don't forget that both Odin and Loki use the Spear of Destiny.
Oh, well, who
the
could
Spear of
forget
Destiny
that?
or the Spear of Longinus?
That's what a Marvel dork I am.
of destiny.
Okay,
So anyway, the thing at the end, we need to explain that to people.
I don't think it detracts from the movie
first of
because
all, I
no
couldn't
one
figure
stays
out
to
what
each other.
Johnny Weir was.
Hang on.
Here's my thing.
Who's going to do it?
I don't think it detracts from the movie itself.
This is not
but
part of the
I
movie.
don't like what it's setting it up to be.
You don't like what it's setting it up to be.
No.
Well, it's Marvel passing another torch, and what it's passing a torch to is Captain America because it's the Cosmic Cube,
You're right.
which is what the Red Skull is trying to get to power Nazi forces
it's-
in the World War II parts of Captain America movie.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't build enthusiasm when everybody's sitting there going, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah,
And then in
exactly.
the next movie, they go,
True.
"Oh, that's what that was."
And they go, and they're like, "Why was Johnny Weir? Why did he want that so bad?"
But I think also, for us, it was exciting because it was the Cosmic Cube, and it was cool seeing Nick Fury and blah blah blah. The same thing with the hammer at the end of Iron Man 2. That wasn't there for anybody but the fans.
That's there for
See, I think
I'm not as we've proven time and time again, I am not a comic book guy, but I knew what Thor's hammer was.
Yeah. Cosmic
Cube.
Cube.
Hilarious.
Cosmic Cube, on the other hand,
I would have no idea.
I actually didn't recognize what it was.
They should have done a better, something associated with Captain America. Yeah. And I know that is technically, but I'm saying, the shield.
Could they have a big label on the side saying Cosmic Cube?
I don't think that's the big thing of the ending. I don't think the Cosmic Cube is the point of the ending. The point of the ending, it doesn't matter what artifact.
Bryan, it doesn't matter what you think.
No, the point is that Loki's there. Yeah, that's the point.
And that's going to shoehorn into the Avengers.
I was going to say, I don't think it's a tie-in to Captain America at all. I think it's there for the Avengers.
Yeah, I do too.
No,
because in Captain America he's going for the Cosmic Cube.
Right, but Loki's not after the Cosmic Cube.
I still can't wait to see Mrs. Peel.
And
shut up, you.
Sorry. That's what frustrates me about it being a tie-in to the Avengers, because isn't the Cosmic Cube like an all-powerful artifact that you can do anything with? Basically?
No, the right user can.
Pretty cool.
Who
uses it, right?
It has to have power in it to be all-powerful.
Okay.
You have to find a power source to power the Cosmic Cube in the first place.
But it just
can it be the power of love?
To start off with an artifact
so the Planeteers are
I know.
that powerful is like.
But here's what it gets me wrong, and I know we're obviously getting to the Avengers.
Hold on, let me address what he said. You've got a god using his hammer to destroy worlds, but the cube you got a problem with.
Yeah.
No. Think about it. Anyway,
here's my thing. I mean, if the entire plot of Captain America is Red Skull's going for the Cosmic Cube, and you've already shown that it makes it to modern day. I mean, I know we've seen movies over time and time again, but that ruins it for me. I mean, it's kind of like, okay, well, because I'm saying it's not.
Jimmy,
it makes it to modern day.
Jimmy, Captain America also makes it to modern day.
No, but I'm saying they show a fucking clip that that the Cosmic Cube gets there. So to me, that ruins it a little bit.
Well, then you're silly, sir, and you're fired from the show. Get out.
Okay, fuck it.
He's gonna go do his.
You know what?
He's gonna go do his real podcast.
Yeah, my real one. Shannon will come ruin that one too.
You know what? For Jimmy and Tony, I'm gonna make a big green fist to hit you with. But that's not ridiculous.
Oh, he did it!
All powerful ring. Wow. Okay.
Way to kill him with his own hero.
Just repeat to yourself. It's just a show. Remember, that's what you got to do.
And let's keep that open mind while we're going forward here. I mean, this is the summer of Ultimate Geek here, and we're talking about the Cosmic Cube.
The other thing is, though, is that the civilian audience member isn't going to know that it's a Cosmic Cube. All they know is Sam Jackson showed him something. Oh shit, Loki's back.
And I want to point that out is that I went with pedestrians to both the Iron Man 2 and this screening. Mm-hmm. At the end of Iron Man 2, when we saw Thor's hammer, we all got excited.
Yep.
The pedestrians I was sitting with didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
And they're like, why is everyone squealing? And I had to explain Thor's hammer. Mm-hmm. This one took even more explanation to more people. So
really,
but
they didn't get Thor's hammer.
But they didn't.
Because I consider myself pretty illiterate on all this stuff, and
I
thought it was hilarious.
That's my point. Is that we have to remember these aren't just being made for us, although we'd like to think so. You got to make them for the pedestrians.
But that's why I think there's no harm in. You just sat through 4 minutes of credits to get this little Easter egg for the Cosmic Cube. There's no harm in that because
those parts are for the nerds.
The average pedestrian isn't going to sit through that all those credits.
No, and we're better than you, average pedestrians.
Yeah, you assholes.
Because we know more.
Yeah.
All right, now Shannon briefly touched on this, and I have this now because the racists were upset that Idris Elba was.
Well, and who can blame them, sir?
They're Norse, and here's this black guy.
He was from the.
There was also a Chinese guy in there. Did they notice that?
And I'm so pissed that they put in good performances.
He was from the eastern side of Asgard.
Yeah. Hemdell was raised in the lower
west side.
The lower west side of Asgard.
Well,
west side represent you.
Now there are more people who are upset at this
movie.
Who
are these assholes?
Sake.
Hobbits?
The pagans. The pagans are upset.
Jesus.
Pagans.
Members of the pagan community were concerned about how accurately and respectfully the Norse gods would be portrayed.
Can I cut in here for a second?
Because you are the closest thing we have to a pagan.
Mom,
here.
stop bitching about Thor. God.
Just enjoy his hammer.
It's embarrassing.
Here's what the pagans have to say. Eric Scott is his name at the Killing the Buddha website, I guess. Asshole.
Jesus.
And I'm going to read it like the comic book guy because
Please do.
really it's the same thing.
As he straightened his robe and made sure his crown of leaves was placed on his head perfectly.
There's an anthropological issue here too.
Of course, the Thor of the movie and the comics that I grew up reading is not the same Thor whom Snorri Sturluson wrote of in the Prose Edda, who perhaps is not the same Thor the Norsemen worshipped in the time before Christianity came to Northern Europe.
Oh my God.
The character Chris Hemsworth plays is not the deity I worship.
And neither is the real god Thor, the deity you're worshiping.
The god whose symbol hangs around my neck. Anthony Hopkins, in his Hollywood regalia and metallic eye patch, is not the gallows god I pray to. And even if the film is terrible, perhaps someone will watch it and then pick up Kevin Crossley Holland's The Norse Myths at the bookstore, and that will make it worthwhile.
This guy's the reason we'll never see like Preacher, because imagine this guy's reaction applied to Christianity.
Well, actually, I'll tell you what. I wrote a similar treatise after I saw "Oh God, You Devil."
That is
George
not
Burns is not my god or devil, sir.
and Carrie and I, on the other hand, said that is not the devil we worship.
Big issue being that a lot of people in Scandinavian areas, especially out in the countryside, are still sticking to the old religion. They don't call themselves pagans. So this guy's just some douchebag who thinks, I don't believe in Christianity anymore. And I'm a pagan because I like Thor. He's just as big of a fanboy as anybody else. He's just reading different source material.
That's why I read it like the comic book guy, because it's all the same.
Lee, he read his tarot cards and saw you would say that.
Well, the thing is that since the advent of the interwebs, the 11 people who believe any weird thing think that there's a lot of them.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I had a blog the other day where I just listed the shows that have been canceled and said there was nothing to get all that upset about. And I was immediately attacked by all 3 fans of Lie to Me. Who like called me vile, and I of course, being me, sort of goaded them on and said, thank you for your erudite defense. The one that said, stop talking out your ass. So it was, there are
skill.
You can people, it's just like every TV show now that's canceled, there are the 11 people who are upset about it band together and do dumb shit like this.
I've recently started a write-in campaign where I want everybody to pull a real traffic light off of a
to protest the cancellation of that awful traffic light show.
Everybody sit in a real traffic light.
Yeah, that'd be good.
If you want some real fun about this whole the pagan worship of old gods, read American Gods, which actually has
which we're hoping will be made.
A great background on that, where the Norse Odin is having some problems with the pagans worshiping him because it doesn't really give him any power.
Now that we've talked about a good superhero property.
Well, we're going to talk Superman coming up.
Yeah.
No,
we got to take a break.
We're not going to be okay. So I want to talk about Smallville before we talk about Superman. Is that okay?
I thought it was the same.
It's not. It's not.
Carrie,
this is where we're going to fight.
Other side of me, I will actually buffer him.
About it.
I don't know what his problem is. I did have this for Jeff. Darth Monopolis. I'll let you answer that personally. Has written a rebuttal.
For God's
to
sake.
you calling him Mr. Grumpy Pants, but I'll let you handle it.
I don't know, but that's way too long to read, let alone reply to.
Yeah, that's why we're going to take a break here.
There's too many misspellings.
Finally,
sorry, I can't respond to anything that has that many misspellings in it. Charles.
Finally,
Charo.
Finally, Dr. Paul White writes, he would like to see a shower fight like in Undercover Brother between the teams of Jane and Sif versus Pepper Potts and Black Widow.
Oh, yeah.
I'd watch that.
I'd watch that for 2 hours.
And then quickly, Dr. Paul, no, you don't have to see Pirates 2 or 3 to get Pirates 4. It's okay.
Do I have to see Pirates 4? Because I saw 2 and 3.
I saw 2 and 3 and had no idea what the hell was going on.
Our man from Disneyland says that Pirates 4 is better than 2 and 3.
And it's I would put it up there with the first one.
Really? I hated the first one.
Really? I enjoyed it.
You have no joy in your heart, sir.
No, I hated the first Pirates of the Caribbean.
Really? Okay.
So that means that anything you say about Smallville is now.
Well,
now
you
sort
know what?
of
Fuck you.
undercut.
We're going to talk about that shit because that fucking show.
I don't know.
fuck.
We need to have just an extra show for Shannon to rant.
We may.
about.
No, I don't. I got.
Let's just leave him in the room by
Short
himself.
comments.
Okay, we'll get to Superman coming up.
I hope that really convincing Hawkman was in the last episode.
We'll get to the Superman TV show and what happened on the comic book.
You realize that if you complain too much, you'll sound like that pagan.
Or like Darth Monopoulos.
That is not the Superman I grew up with.
Not my Superman.
Not the good Superman.
No,
It's-
and Jeff, I made Jeff watch the stuff that really. Oh fuck! Listen.
Isn't Tom Welling just amazing?
He's
Actually,
so handsome.
Actually, Darth Monopoulos is very kind to you in that letter, by the way.
I know. I'm
I'm
kidding. It's all
Anyway,
good.
all right.
I hope Darth Monopoulos knows that's all about radio.
It's all about doing radio.
And love of
Is he a
Smallville.
Greek?
Darth
A
Monopoulos?
Greek Sith?
I don't know. We'll get to Superman TV show after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.